Yehovah Elohim Sva'ot, Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Please fill me and lead me, and cover me and stir me, and speak through me with your Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness and humility to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen. We'll start with the Shema. Listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts and mind, with your entire body, with all the muchness that you have. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Hand, behold, now, behold. Ezekiel chapter 31. On the first day of the 3rd month of the 11th year, the word of Yehovah came to me. Human being, say to Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and to his hordes, whom are you like in your greatness? Like Ashur, a cedar in the Lebanon? It had beautiful branches, dense foliage, its tall crown surrounded by leafy boughs. The water nourished it, the deep made it grow, sending its rivers round the place where it was planted, sending its streams to all the trees in the fields, so it grew taller than any other tree. Its branches grew in number and spread far and wide, for it had plenty of water to make them grow. In its boughs all the birds of the air had their nests. Beneath its branches all the wild animals gave birth to their young, and all great nations lived in its shade. It was beautiful in its greatness and the length of its branches, because its roots went down to plenty of water. No cedar in Elohim's garden was like it. No cypress tree could compare with its boughs. No chestnut tree could rival its branches. No tree in Yehovah's garden could match its beauty. I made it so beautiful with its many branches, all the trees in Eden, Elohim's garden, envied it. Therefore, here is what Yehovah Elohim says. Because you are so tall, because he has lifted his crown above the leafy boughs, because he has grown so arrogant about his height, I am handing him over to the mightiest of the nations, who will certainly deal with him as his wickedness deserves. I reject him. Foreigners, the most barbarous of the nations, will destroy him and leave him lying where he is. His branches will lie fallen on the mountains and in the valleys. His boughs will lie broken in all the rivers of the land, and all the peoples of the earth will withdraw from his shade and leave him. All the birds will settle on his fallen trunk, and all the wild animals will be on his branches. This is to warn all the trees growing near water not to grow so tall, not to lift their crowns above the leafy boughs, and all that takes up water not to reach up to their height. For they are all given over to death, to the depths of the underworld, along with human beings, with those who descend to the pit. Here is what Yehovah Elohim says. On the day he descended to Sheol, I caused the abyss to mourn and cover itself for him. I held back its rivers so that its deep waters were stopped. I made the Lebanon mourn for him, and all the field trees withered because of him. At the sound of his fall, I made the nation shake when I hurled him down to Sheol with those who descend to the pit, all the trees of Eden, the pick of the best in the Lebanon, all that take up water, were consoled in the underworld. They descended with him to Sheol, to those who were killed by the sword, to those who were his fighting arm, those among the nations who lived in his shade. Which of the trees of Eden was your equal in glory or size? Yet you will be brought down to the underworld, along with the trees of Eden. You will lie there among the uncircumcised, with those killed by the sword. This is Pharaoh and his hordes, says Yehovah Elohim.
How can we learn to love our Creator after reading this fascinating 31st chapter of Ezekiel? We can listen to the written word of Yehovah. Proclaim the written word of Yehovah. Humble yourself before Yehovah. Cling to Yehovah. Give glory to Yehovah. Serve Yehovah wholeheartedly. How can we love others as Yeshua loves us? We can encourage all to love Yehovah wholeheartedly. Bear one another's burdens. Humble yourself before Yehovah. Produce spiritual fruit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, humility, and self-control. We'll end with the Arianic blessing using the name. Yehovah will kneel before you presenting gifts, and he will guard you with a hedge of protection. Yehovah will illuminate the wholeness of his being toward you, bringing order, and he will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehovah will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon you and will set in place all you need to be whole and complete. Shalom, shalom.